Let's see if YouTube is good. Getting the YouTube stream set up real quick. I gotta remember to keep doing this all before I hit go live. Sometimes hard though, you know what I mean? Alright. Okay, YouTube, I think we're good. Twitch, I think we're good. Okay, we'll close out all that. Make the old computer run faster. I'm actually gonna shut down the music today too. Trying to just make everything run as fast as possible today. But on the agenda, we're gonna talk about AnyDesk. There is a breach there, talk about what we know, and then we're gonna play a little bit of Gray Hack for hopefully like an hour. And then I'll hop off for the day. It's almost time for the classic YouTube intro. I'm sleepy. I think I got an eyelash in my eye. All right. Oh. All right, we ready? AnyDesk was breached. Let's go over what we need to know. Oh, redo. AnyDesk was breached. Let's go over what we know up to this point. Our first article comes from TechCrunch. You see the headline here, Remote Access Giant AnyDesk resets passwords and revokes certificates after hack. This came out the morning of February 5th, and the article is essentially announcing that AnyDesk had a breach the morning of Friday, February 2nd. So at that time, it announced that its production systems were accessed by hackers or attackers. So they got in likely before February 2nd, because they say in this article it put the company in lockdown for almost a week before the announcement. So it's been going on for at least a week up to this point. And this was a statement directly from AnyDesk. So they had three different things that I want to cover here. This first paragraph is basically saying they revoked their code signing certificates. What exactly does that mean? So code signing certificates are digital certificates used to confirm that a file or software has not been tampered with. basically just making sure, hey, this code is safe, this file is safe, it has not been messed with at all. So if they've been revoked and changed those, that may imply that those code signing certificates had issues or they were compromised as part of this breach. But they don't explicitly say that. They do mention that for their design of their system, they don't store any private keys, security tokens, or passwords. So the expectation is that none of that information would have been stolen as part of the breach. And then finally, they note here that there's no evidence of end user devices being affected. So this was the statement that AnyDesk came out with on Friday, February 2nd, that launched that TechCrunch article and a lot of others to respond to what they were saying. So we're going to look at some tweets actually from Jake Williams. He is a malware cybersecurity expert, and I wanted to give a little bit of credibility to this guy before we just jump into some tweets from him. So Jake Williams, he works at IANS Research Center. He's a faculty member there. They even refer to him here as Malware Jake. He's been here for quite some time with an expertise in incident response, digital forensics, threat modeling, pen testing, and security architecture. So there is some credibility behind this Twitter user. So we're not just pulling random tweets here. But this is what he had to say based on the um, PR post on February 2nd from AnyDesk. So for starters, he said he doesn't like the timing of it. Friday afternoon, when they took the system offline days ago, comes across as a PR move, so he is not a big fan of that. He notes here, he said your code signing certificate was stolen. That means a few things in his eyes. So it means one of two things. Either you're not following good security practice, or the depth of the intrusion is much broader than implied. And he goes on to talk about changing the passwords and any credential material exposed to AnyDesk. That was a recommendation that came directly from AnyDesk. And in his opinion, he said it's not worth the risk. And then for threat hunting, another recommendation from AnyDesk was to threat hunt in your environment. He said when the intrusion vector hasn't been shared, you have to presume that AnyDesk doesn't know yet. Even if they know, it's usually a leap to say what exactly was accessed. So I mean, it sounds like Jake is just not believing what AnyDesk is saying in that February 2nd statement, saying no end user data was compromised. We don't store private keys, security tokens, and all that stuff. So it sounds like not much trust in AnyDesk up to this point. Then he goes on to say, think about it. Do you think a threat actor jumped onto one machine, pulled a code signing certificate, and that's it? So, fair point. Pretty unlikely that that's all they did. And another recommendation from AnyDesk was consider disabling AnyDesk in your environment, either by disabling the agent through GPO or blocking at a network level until more is known. His final comment on this is he didn't have any inside knowledge on the incident, but he's worked plenty of incidents in his day, and the reporting on this one stinks to high heaven. So Jake is suspecting we'll hear more about this incident going forward. Oh, I wanted to bring you to a February 5th statement, so a statement made from AnyDesk yesterday. So in this one, they they said any version works. They're all safe to use, but then they went on to recommend that the following are the latest versions 7.0.15 and 8.0.8. And in this, they also mentioned that they still have no evidence that any end user data or devices has been compromised. So it's a pretty quick update, but that is what we got today from AnyDesk. If there's any updates to this story, I'll definitely make another video, and I'll have a little pop-up here in the top right to show that we've got an update available. If you're still around at this point, consider subscribing. It's pretty easy and it helps me out a lot. Thank you. All right, that was pretty quick security news today, baby. Now we get to play game. Do, 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 do. Ooh, time to boot up Greyhack. Do, 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 do. I like the news part of it as well as playing Greyhack. It always feels like the news part got to be more buttoned up, but I don't know if that's true. Let's see, is the game popping up? There it is. Very poorly sized. Let's fix this real quick. Y'all get to see the adjustments being made. All right, looks like it all fits there. We can launch online mode. I'm just going to update the category on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube, if there's anyone watching from there right now. Eventually, I'll have a better setup to be able to see YouTube and Twitch. But right now, my computer, I don't think is fast enough to run both streams and have both chats up at the same time. Do, do, do. Okay, changing the category to Greyhack. I'm gonna throw music back on. I do honestly miss it. Let's go to music. Do, do, do. Okay. I think today I'm not going to do anything particular in Greyhack. I'm just going to play and learn a little bit. Okay, so let's boot up the browser. Let's get ourselves a job and get the notepad. Why is this redacted? Oh, I forgot I was on streamer mode. So what is going on? I see. Still set up what we're doing today. Get into the hack shop. Let's figure out what we want to do. We'll stick with jobs we've done. Do we have enough reputation? No, we're almost there. So we've got to do one more job. So we actually might be able to do a couple. So we can do a credentials needed, and let's do a police record as well. So do job 1. Credentials needed, that'll be a new one. Job 2, police record. Oh, not policy. Okay, so we got 2 jobs we're going to try to tackle today. Let's accept the credentials needed job first. Client wants access to the remote machine. The client wants the login credentials of any user on the remote machine. This feels like it'll be easy based on what we've been doing. Okay, the remote IP of the victim's machine is that. It's important that you access the correct machine behind the public IP. The remote IP, or the victim's IP LAN is that. Alright. Access. Oh, so they want the specific machine. They don't want just any user's credential. Oh, they do want any user. Okay, we'll get there. Access the victim's machine. And then we're going to pull passwords or find password file. Victim's machine. Extract the login credentials. We need to start clearing the logs. So we're going to be better about that. And then we're going to email credentials to the contract. Okay, so let's boot up the terminal then. Do we have, oh yeah, we did start writing the commands. A little notepad to keep track of our commands and which ones are helpful to us. Not that I need it, because I just kind of know everything in Greyhack. Besides, of course, how to hide my IP and not get attacked, and how to get into machines. That's also a hard one. So yeah, we're gonna get there. Let's get the terminal. Close out the music because it sounds like it's struggling a little bit. I am on the laptop, so you might hear the fans whirring in the background. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's boot up the terminal. Let's start out with the classic nmap on that IP. We have one open port, port 80. And I also like to run the whois. Paste, because this usually gives us the email format. Yeah, so Ravi, so it looks like it's the last name at the email.com. So what we can do now, this one might be easy. Well, maybe not. The hard or the easy part is that we have some HTTP breaches already. Where's our file system? File Explorer. Which ones are HTTP? I forget. We've got so many. Maybe I can just check the browser and see our exploits for HTTP version 1.0.9. Maybe we don't have one for 1.0.9. Let's see. Library HTTP. Do we have any of these? None of those ring a bell, so we're actually going to close out a file explorer. We don't want to inject a new password. We could print the contents of the Etsy password file. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're just going to start there, but I want to make it a little harder. Or I'll pull the source code version. Or can I look at the source code version without actually, I don't want to buy the source code version. Can I see in here? Properties? Probably not. Okay. So let's just pull the source code version, and I think I could save it to a txt file if I need to. Oh yeah, let's see. When I said open, I just wanted to open it in the notepad. I should probably organize these. New folder HTTP, new folder SSH. Okay, we'll put it in there. Wait a minute. All right, let's delete that then. Okay, got in here. Let's look at the source code. Try to understand this. Okay, so the whole purpose of this is to get the etc file. So if parameters length is not equal to 2, or the parameters equal to that. Okay, so if we're asking for help or it doesn't equal 2, it's going to exit the program. If, and then metasploit, am I missing something? Then exit, be usage program path, so, okay. If it doesn't equal help or 2, we're going to metasploit or metaexploit that. The current path, not metasploit. Error can't find metasploit library in the lib path or lib path on the current folder. Oh, wait, is this a changing password one? I don't, let's see. I'm gonna paste this into a notepad and see how it works. So I'll start with that and then see. I don't have enough RAM. Let's close out there. We'll close. That should be fine. Do I have to buy it again? Because all these files, what are all these files? HTXT, are they executables? They're binary. Let's see. Can I save as? Alright, I'm just gonna buy it again. So let's boot up the browser real quick. Go back to the HTTP exploits for 1.0.9. Which one is that? It is luoprop. Okay, buy that. Save it in our HTTP folder. Okay, close back out of the internet. So it needs an IP address and a port. Yeah, so doing it this way feels like it should be pretty easy. Because in this case, it's luoprop, and then this is our IP address. And our port was 80. Oh, is it because I have it in my folder here? Let's see if this works. Okay, so we enter a new password. So was this to change the password? Because that is not what the initial goal was. We're gonna look back here. Oh, yes, it is. I just straight up bought the wrong one. Okay. Let's buy this then. All right, so that's makes sense why the source code was a bit more confusing, but now we've got that exploit. If we ever need it in the future, let's close these, get back in the File Explorer, open this exploit. So it should be similar to what we just did. Put that in there, paste it, and it's port 80. So this shouldn't be, ooh, okay. Huh, no root user found. So we hit the port, or we hit the IP and it didn't find anything, so the program ended. What other exploits do we have here? Let's see. Prints the contents of the Etsy password file. Grant access to it and decipher its contents. A lot of these are just inject new password. Grant access to the path lib. I think this might be more helpful. Prints the contents of the file home user mail.txt of all users in the computer. And then we just need to print it. Because if we get that, then we could reach out to the admin because we have their email. So I'll buy this. I don't want to keep buying all this stuff. But I guess I have to for now. Sure, let's buy that. I think after we get in this case, we're going to try to build something on our own. Let's see, lax 3. We'll grab the IP address, paste it in there, port 80. Okay, I don't think that's the admin. Okay, so we got an attack, we got the privileges for this user, so we should be able to reach out to the admin. We have their email, so let's copy that. Let's just copy the whole email. Or no, we need this piece. Copy it, send an email to the admin, SCHELLIT, and our subject's going to be login issues, and we're going to paste in the user's name. So, hi, I'm this person. I don't know what happened today. I can't enter into my workstation. I get the wrong password. What can I do? So let's submit that. Well, not delivered. Did I spell it wrong? We're going to try that again. Let's just copy it this time. Login issues. And we are this person. It might have been a capitalization error. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the credentials. Let's take that. And then we should just be able to go like this. It's important that you access the correct machine behind the public IP. The victim's IP is 172.16.3.5. Should we try? Let's try getting rid of the user and password parts of it. Because it could be the wrong info. Okay. I don't think I can log in actually. I'm gonna try to log in with SSH, but the port's not open, so I don't think I can. Oh, wait, I need the IP address. Yeah. So we'll need to find something with port 80 where we can log in. Oh, the client wants to log in credentials of any user on the remote machine. It's important that you access the correct machine behind the public IP. Is it because we're on the wrong LAN? Let's see. Trying to think what we can do here. I don't know what this key is. I have credentials. I can't log in. Get access to a shell. I really have no idea. I'll try it. Oh, I don't have enough money. Hmm, I want to get into that network, but there's not a way to SSH into it. So if I'm trying to log in with HTTP, how do I access it? Huh. I've seen people pull up like the topology map of the network for a specific one or a specific LAN so I could maybe jump to a different router, but I may be way off there, I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think we could hit this on Nmap. I'm pretty sure it does not operate like that. Yeah, so we got file contents for this user. Got user's contents. Any other exploits that we have? No. No root user at this IP. I don't think, yeah, I have a bunch of programs, but I don't think any of them are going to work for what we're trying to do. Huh. Try one last one. Okay, so we've got a user's credentials. What can we do with that to get onto this new machine? Is there anything else through email? Yeah, none of these seem like they're of much use. All right. How would I go about getting into this machine? Feels like I would need to write an exploit. If anybody has suggestions, let me know, because this is definitely throwing me for a loop. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see earlier. But what I need to do is do this on that other network, so I need to be logged into it. Huh. Trying to think how I can get. I'm pretty sure I just need to get to the new LAN. The one I'm in right now is not where I need to be, or it's not where this victim's IP, not where I want it to be. Let's see, what are our other options? Server installs, network commands, permissions and users. Yeah, I don't know that any of this will help, but maybe, so let's look. Just the only open port is HTTP. I think we could do this, but it would just return the LAN, or at least it should. So we have their website. Let's see. Doesn't hurt. Is this the same? Oh, this is just the victim's IP. I thought it would be, I guess it wouldn't be the LAN. That would make sense. Yeah, it brings us to the same spot. Yeah, I think it's just tough because I would have to get into the machine to be able to either be able to log in, or I need to log in to be able to see if I can switch the local area network. Because I have credentials right now, but I just don't have them for the spot that I need to be. Oh, I might actually call up there today because I am starving. We're at a roadblock for now, so I'll try to dig into this a little bit more, see what we can do to get into this machine. So a little bit shorter of a stream today, but that is all right. I appreciate anybody that stopped by. Thank you, and I will be posting a YouTube video up pretty soon with the AnyDesk information. Thank you, and have a nice day.